The Vice President, Global Commercial Channels, Asia, Pacific, and Japan. Please welcome Richard Lee to take us through a session together.
I don't think I'm as talented as him. I'm not going to rap. Neither I'm going to play any games. But let me introduce myself. My name is Richard Lee. I've been with Dell about 6 years. I've been in the IT for about 22 years, and out of the 22 years, about 17 years with the channel. So channel is part and parcel of a major part of my career. And I'm happy that we are doing this session, the Dell India Partner Summit. Primary reason is that we are going to leapfrog in terms of what we're going to do with the channel. And you'll hear in terms of today's presentation from Michael, our CEO chairman, and even from Steve Phillips, our chief commercial officers, the focus in terms of channel, how channel will expand Dell's horizon in terms of whether it's a geographic coverage or in terms of coverage for the industry. So first and foremost, just like what RJ has thanked all of your business, I would also express a big thank you, because for this, for FY13, 37% of Dell business, commercial business, is from the channel. It's indirect. So we have significantly increased. 1 year back, we were about 20%. Now we have increased to 37%. And that's a significant increase. And I would like to say a big thank you to all of you. So what is Dell's approach to the market? Just a couple of, about a month ago, a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, we had Michael hosted the worldwide leadership meeting. So all executives from Dell convened at Austin. And one of the messages that was sent out very clearly to every single executive is that Dell adopts a multi-channel. We call it omni-channel. There are three ways we go about through the channel. Direct, which basically our sales force will go and cover our customers, whether through a direct or indirect or direct touch manner. And of course, we will give a world-class online experience such that customers can choose if they want to do business, especially in the consumer space, with us. And to a certain extent, in the indirect space, we also plan online experience for our partners too. But what's even more important, where Dell needs to expand our coverage, is definitely in the channels. And the channel space, there are various areas or angles that we need to do. One is, of course, from the end-to-end, being end-to-end solution provider, how do we actually get partners to come together and deliver the solution we want? Today's industry transformation has moved. We are moving from to a virtualized environment, and quickly moving to a converged environment and to a cloud environment. This transition is making a big difference the way our customer thinks. And I'll talk a little bit more about it. So how did our channel evolve? About 2007, before that, there was no talk about channel. Dell was a direct organization. But in 2007 in US, we realized that it's important that we start looking at partnership to expand our horizon, and we started building a program called Partner Direct. And that Partner Direct program basically allows us to have a very simplified way and transparent way of approaching our channel. That's our differentiation. We make it simple, we make it transparent, and make it direct in terms of communicating with you. And over time, we expanded this program to include training. And our training is free. We would like our partners to be as well educated on our product. And why is that important? Because look at the last 2 years. Dell has acquired 18 companies. We do not want all these 18 companies to be Dell's best kept secret. We want you to be enabled. We want you to be able to sell. And from 2010, we would like to extend that even further in the solution space, in how we engage the customers. And Michael made it very clear. This was in Dell World, when Michael spoke to the audience about our channels. Channel is in part and parcel of how we evolve ourselves to become an end-to-end solution provider. The 18 acquisitions that we did the last 2 years, majority of them are partner-centric. Majority of them are partner-centric. So as we evolve our business, we need to involve our partners. Like I just mentioned earlier, technology is moving into now currently a virtualized environment, moving towards a converged environment, and quickly into a cloud environment. 70% of the CIO has indicated within the next 3 years they would like to move somehow into a cloud environment. Who can best engage them? Dell. But can we address everything? No, we need partnership. And that's where Michael has emphasized. And we're going to, and even better still, coming August, we have actually brought Dell World into Asia Pacific. We're going to host the first Dell World in Beijing in August this year. This really signifies not only the importance of the channels, but also signify the importance of channel in Asia Pacific. And I'm going to hold a channel track for Asia Pacific back to back on the Dell World. And you'll hear a little more about it at a later stage. So, what's Dell's strategy? Simply put it, Dell wants to create or wants to enable our customers to leverage IT from an agility standpoint, from an efficiency standpoint, and scalable, being scalable, to be able to enable their business to grow. So IT becomes one that allows them to be agile, efficient, and scalable. And the way we look at it from our strategy are 4 areas. If I put it simply, CTIP. C is connect. How do we enable our customers to be well connected in environment? Just when I mentioned earlier on, technology is shifting. Today, if you look at the industry, we are not only talking about vertical industry. We're not talking about healthcare, education, manufacturing. If you look at it, it's shifting towards another wave of technology, which is horizontal. You talk about big data. How do you analyze the tons of data that you put into storage? Make sense of it. You need to talk about big data. You talk about consumerization. How do you connect devices? And you will see the shift. Currently, 60% of the devices are commercial, 30% consumer in the office. That's going to change, dramatically change. Consumerization will require the CIO to worry about how to bring devices into the office, the consumer devices in the office. And that's where we talk about business class connected solution. How do we enable VDI into the environment? And then you talk about transformation. How do you transform? How do you move into the virtualized environment, quickly to the converged environment, and then to be connected to cloud? And one great example Dell did was to buy a company like Boomi that allows any company to actually go into a hybrid cloud environment. And in that space, our hardware itself is the best in class. I train my guys to remember this number, 11, 28, 43. What does it mean? We are 11% better performance than Hewlett-Packard. We are 28% more efficient than our IBM, 40% more efficient than Cisco, and 43% with our solution, we allow the IT administrator to save 43% of their time. That's from a hardware standpoint. Inform. How do we make information more useful? Today, a lot of information are captured and stored, but not used. So evolving technology about big data, evolving technology is able to manage your environment end to end is key. And our 18 acquisition allows us to do that. Whether it's Quest or whether it be a major part of the OpenStack community, developing cheaper, more efficient big data solutions. That's what Dell are. And last but not least, very key in our acquisition strategy, how do we protect the environment of our customers? And you could see with SecureWorks, with SonicWall, etc. At different layers, we help to protect the customer. And this forms a core strategy for Dell. How do we help our customer to be more agile, to use IT to be more agile, to use IT to be more efficient, and to be able to scale in the environment? That's our core strategy. And I invite all of you to participate in this strategy because each of it, really, you play an important part. So, this is a lot of number one, but if you look at today, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. About 10,000 there are about 10,000 customers already are our SaaS users. Already 10,000. You never heard about that? Now you hear about that. We have about 10,000 users. Today, about 1 billion customers worldwide leverages Dell to be on the cloud, whether to play, to work, and etc. And we are number one in Asia Pacific for our servers. We are number one in US for public. And we have 9 rating sites in the Gartner Magic Quadrant, whether from securities or outsourcing. We are the number one iSCSI storage provider. And there are a lot more. A few key highlights is today, the top 4 Web 2.0 companies basically uses Dell. 90% of Fortune 1000 customer uses Dell. And more interesting, 2.4 billion malware attacks are blocked using Dell's technology. So we are there. We are really, really moving fast to be an end-to-end solution provider. We'd like you to be with us on this journey. And if you look at that, just now on the first slide, I mentioned we are about 37% of the overall commercial global business. In Asia Pacific, 39% of the commercial business comes indirect and is growing. India, 33%. And that's where I invite partners like yourself to participate with us to grow this business. Together with RJ and his leadership team, together with our Dell segment leaders, we see a great opportunity. And that's why we have this Partner Summit, not only to celebrate the success, but also to invite greater participation with you. And what does it mean? It means that we want to be simple. We want to be transparent. We don't want to be complicated like our competitors. Multiple groups, multiple products addressing you. We only have one partner direct program. Through that program, we address all the segments that we address. We address all the solution stack that we look at. We address all the partners. The agenda we have, there's only one agenda in this is to make it simple to work with Dell. And we'll continue through this road. Number 2, we cannot allow all the information that we have, all the acquisition we have, to be Dell's best kept secret. We want to make sure that you are trained. We want to make sure that you are enabled. We're going to roll out cloud training. We're going to roll out security courses. We're going to enable you. And guess what? Now all this training are free. How do we get you to allow your engineers to be more well-trained? We have launched the Engineers Club. I created and pushed for the Engineers Club in Asia Pacific. It's first worldwide. Why did I do that? Because I myself come from an engineer background. I was a technical support. I was a network consultant. One of the things that pushed me forward is the hunger for information. And Dell has that. Dell has the architecture. Dell has the strategy. Dell has the product. Dell has the solution. How do I quickly get it to your people? Your engineering committee is through the Engineers Club. Training, enablement, your Engineers Club are key. And if I quickly move to the partner profitability, in any type of relationship, it has to be a win-win relationship. Partnership is about winning together. I never believe in a win-loss relationship. Whether Dell loses, you win, you lose, Dell win, it will never be a long-term relationship. I want long-term relationship. Partner profitability is always top of our mind. Yes, we do have challenges. And that's the reason why we are increasing our portfolio. We have, when we acquire all these software products, these are products and solutions that are high profitability. How do we make it part of your portfolio? Win in data center, that's what we do. Win-win. mutual profitability. Only if every one of you wrap your solution around data center, around end user computing, then we can profitable. Just a couple of weeks ago, I hosted a lunch for Michael in China with the top partners, the real top partners just like you. You can find the biggest partners to have a luncheon with him. And I have one CEO who did not work a lot with Dell, asked the question, how do I make more money with you? Very simple question to Michael. And I told Michael, why don't I take this question? My answer to this CEO is, if your agenda with Dell or your direction with Dell is a short-term relationship, then the transaction will be every single opportunity, and that will be a discussion about low margins, how much you make, etc. But if you build your partnership on the mid-term and longer term with Dell, and we introduce you with more of the portfolio, whether around the data center, around the software, and even possibly around the services, it will be positive for every one of you. My 17 years of experience with the channel taught me one thing. Long-term partnership is about win-win. It's about mutual profitability. If we think short-term, it's not going to land up well. We need to think mid to long-term. But in order for us to partner well, we need short-term successes. So I encourage every partner to have discussion with the team. How do we make sure we build mid to long-term strategy, but yet, along the way, we can celebrate short-term wins. That's what partnership is all about. We are here to win. And I just had a simple conversation with one of my team members about how we look at you. Do we look at you as a customer? Or do we look at you as a partner? My answer is, we need to be in the same boat. Being in the same boat means better together. Being in the same boat means that we are in the same environment. We work together to win together for that customer. So I will end off the message first wishing Bangalore residents on Thursday happy holidays. I hope I'm right, it's a new year for those in Bangalore. At the same time, through these 2 days, we really learn about each other, learn about how to partner together, learn about winning together. In Dell, 6 years back when I joined Dell, the first thing I experienced is the winning spirit. Dell has that winning spirit. Dell can execute. We have the agility and we make decisions. And decision means we move forward. So thank you everybody and wish you have a great 2 days.